As we prepare to honor World IVF Day this Friday, we're hearing about the services available and how to navigate fertility challenges, plus one icon's journey from the ice to motherhood. Joining us live are Olympic champion figure skater Tara Lipinski and Dr. Lucky Sekhan. Tara, I'll begin with you. I know your daughter is 2 years old and was brought into this world thanks to surrogacy and after everything that you've endured. Briefly tell us about your journey and what you want our viewers to know as it relates to IVF.
Well, we definitely had a long journey. It was a 5-year journey. And I thought when we started, it was going to be very straightforward. And we were going to jump right into IVF and have a family of 7 within 2 years. You know, it was like very unrealistic. And it really took us on some winding roads where it was really the most difficult thing that I had experienced at that point. I mean, I always say this, winning an Olympic gold medal was nothing compared to this journey. And, you know, I had 24 procedures within that 5-year period, 8 egg retrievals, 6 failed transfers, 4 miscarriages, and it just was incredibly difficult for me to open up about my story. And as I connected with this incredible community, the infertility community is so beautiful, and the support I received was overwhelming. And my biggest point in sharing my story was to, you know, offer hope to other people, that to let them know you're not alone.
Can you tell us from your perspective and expertise what people need to know about that journey that Tara just outlined?
Well, I want anyone who's listening to this, who's struggling with infertility themselves, to know that they are far from alone. 1 in 6 couples or individuals will experience this in their lifetime. And there can be so many different causes, and it can affect anyone. It doesn't matter, any walk of life. You could be the healthiest person. You could be someone that has done all of the right things from a physical health standpoint. But there are so many things that are out of our control when it comes to our fertility. And we know 1/3 of cases can have a female factor, whether that be problems with egg quality or certain gynecologic conditions such as endometriosis or PCOS, which are very prevalent. But then 1/3 can also be the male partner. There can be problems with sperm production and quality. And 1/3 of cases, there's a combination of these factors, or sometimes the cause is unknown. This is called unexplained. And it's more common than people realize to find nothing on the testing, but that doesn't mean that it isn't the right thing to seek treatment. And there are a lot of different treatment options, and it really depends on a person's individual situation. But there is a lot of hope. And we're talking about World IVF Day because this is an amazing technology that's helped to build so many families. And it's really been revolutionized over the past 4 decades in terms of what we can offer to patients and the success rates that we can tell them to expect. But we know that it's not always straightforward, and it can be complicated. And it's not just physically taxing, but it's emotionally such a journey. And it's so important to have access to good knowledge and resources, reliable information, but also to protect our mental health and have a community where we can go and share and be heard. And I think fertilityoutloud.com is a great resource for all of that.
Dr. Sekhan, Tara, thank you so much for your time and sharing.